and welcome. This is the TVWAN News Midday. Papua New Guineans will now carry a piece of history in their wallets and purses. The Bank of Papua New Guinea has officially launched a commemorative 50 kina note and 50 toy coin to mark the nation's 50th independence anniversary. BPNG also announced that it will issue a redesigned 100 kina note featuring Sir Julius Chan in 2026. The unveiling took place in Port Moresby yesterday with Prime Minister James Marape, government ministers and dignitaries in attendance. The new 50 kina note retains the Parliament House and the image of the late Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare with a golden emblem of the Reggiana bird of paradise in flight to symbolize progress into the future.
Fathers of our country, the patriarchs of our country, decided to go with our own identity just months before our sovereignty was birthed at 16 September 1975. Our currency depicts where we have come from. And since then, many features of our currency, in fact, all features of our currency tells our heritage, our identity, our history.
The 50 toy coin maintains its seven-sided shape and crest, but proudly features a colored inlay of the national flag. The launch also sets the stage for future commemorations, with a redesigned 100 kina note featuring Sir Julius Chan planned for 2026, another tribute to the leaders who steered the country through its early years.
50 years ago, the notes and coins represented the first heartbeats of our nation. Today, they are the backbone of our nation's economy. Today, the kina and toya remain symbols of independence. And as we honor that legacy, we look with confidence to the future. The 50 kina note we will launch today carries Parliament House and continues to honor the Grand Chief, Sir Michael Somare, with the golden 50th anniversary emblem shining proudly, and the Reggiana bird of paradise taking flight as we look forward. The 50 toya coin retains its iconic shape and crest, now joined by our national flag, a reminder of the strength and resilience of our people. Next year, the bank will release a new 100 kina note, carrying the image of Sir Julius Chan. It will be a fitting and enduring recognition of a statesman who gave us our currency at independence and whose leadership helped shape the foundations of our nation.
With millions of notes and coins entering circulation today, the Golden Jubilee is a celebration that every Papua New Guinean can now hold in their hands. The welfare of doctors in the country will be improved with the signing of a memorandum of agreement yesterday between the National Doctors Association and the Department of Personnel Management. The signing of this MOA 2025 to 2027 will supersede the previous MOA and is the result of a collective effort from all respective stakeholders, including the PHAs around the country. The outcome from this MOA will not only benefit the medical profession, but the people of PNG who depend on the health services. The last MOA for the doctors was from 2014 to 2016.
3 years of the agreement. Secondly, consolidated clinical overtime and on-call allowance adjusted using the 2024 salary rates. Thirdly, we have the telephone installation, rental and mobile credits. So senior specialist medical officers class 7 and 8, there is an increase from 2,600 per annum to 5,000 kina per annum. Specialist medical officers class 5 and 6, there is an increase from 1,800 kina per annum to 3,500 kina per annum. We have non-specialists as well. There's an increase from 750 kina per annum to 2,000 kina per annum. And again, the new clause to clause 7, the rural incentive allowance. So this rural incentive allowance at 100,000 kina per annum will be awarded to ensure our national medical officers are employed in rural level 4 hospitals, 4 and 3 health facilities.
The Kimbe Port redevelopment project will go into construction following the groundbreaking ceremony yesterday. This is the first of 5 other port redevelopments in Papua New Guinea under PNG Ports Corporation Limited. The project is being delivered through a concessional loan from the Australian Infrastructure Financing Facility for the Pacific in close partnership with the PNG government through PNG Ports. More than 300 local jobs are expected to be created, both directly and indirectly. The Kimbe Port project will cost around 260 million kina and is expected to see more than 600,000 tons of cargo annually by 2050. NCD and Central Assistant Commissioner of Police Benjamin Turi has issued tough directions to members in his command to maintain presence at spots in the city that have unresolved ethnic conflicts, especially in the night to morning hours, because of most of the killings happening during early morning raids. Turi said this when responding to a recent incident at the back of the 8 Mile and 9 Mile road, where a group of people from Hela province took to the road demanding compensation following the death of a Hela man during a clash between the people of Eastern Highlands and Southern Highlands province.
He succumbed to his death. And the Eastern Highlands guy is the one that started the fight with a young lady or something or a girl. And then the people, his own relative, retaliated and killed him at the scene, but taken to the hospital and pronounced death. So those were the 4 days. And 2 days ago, I think, or yesterday, there was some Facebook, WhatsApp people marching. These are Ella people, demanding the both sides, the Eastern Islanders and the Southern Islanders, to pay for the Ella, the old man's death. So the police were quick to respond. I appreciate our men to be quick to 8 Mile and stop them, because they are both sides, all of them are in mourning, so anything can happen.
In Busan, South Korea, Papua New Guinea's Energy Minister Peter Name Isoaimo delivered the opening speech at the APEC Energy Ministers meeting, emphasizing PNG's commitment to inclusive, sustainable energy development. Taking the podium at the 16th APEC Energy Ministers meeting, which ran from August 27 to the 28th in Busan, alongside the Clean Energy Ministerial and the Global World Climate Industry Expo, the minister thanked Korea for its warm hospitality and urged collaboration across the region. He framed energy as both a cornerstone of national growth and a catalyst for social change in PNG. Under this year's theme, Building a Sustainable Tomorrow, he called for an energy future that includes all economies, respects peace, and strengthens regional solidarity.
This year's theme on building a sustainable tomorrow strongly resonates with our national priorities. We firmly believe that a resilient energy future must be inclusive, one that leaves no economy behind, a future that our children and grandchildren can embrace. As an economy, PNG also firmly believes in peace, respect, and our collective ability as a region to find common ways to move forward amidst differences and divergences. We also believe in the power of our global solidarity as members of a broader energy community, striving to balance economic growth, poverty alleviation, and a sustainable future for all.
Qantas has posted one of its biggest profits on the back of surging travel demand and high fares. The airline says it's going to spend some of the money updating its aging fleet and adding more capacity. Qantas has suffered several hits to its reputation, including a record fine for illegally outsourcing jobs during the COVID pandemic and a massive data breach and the fallout from the ghost flights scandal.
All smiles after the turbulence of another self-inflicted PR disaster. The Qantas boss talking up bumper profits.
We have also today announced an order for a further 20 XLRs for Qantas.
The airline posting a near record profit, up 28% to $1.6 billion, as Qantas and Jetstar carried an extra 4 million passengers. Qantas said 82% of its flights were on time and 76% for Jetstar. Just don't expect fares to drop as a result.
There are probably fewer low fares around because of the shortage of capacity, and that's not really going to change very much.
Vanessa Hudson insisted a cultural shift is underway after the airline copped a record-breaking $90 million fine for sacking 1,800 workers during the pandemic. As for whether Qantas still came out on top financially,
we are accountable for that decision and we accept the penalty.
While the Qantas boss is keen to move on, the scorch mark of the scathing federal court judgment remains. It described an aggressive company more concerned about its own reputation than breaking the law. Attention is now turning to executive pay and bonuses.
When they're making record profits, we're seeing that siphoned off to executive pay, and that really needs to stop.
The airline is also facing the looming legal fallout from the massive cyber attack.
Whilst we are not paying compensation, what we are doing is we are focused on continuing to support our customers.
Help this Qantas cyber attack victim says she hasn't received.
They should not at all get their full bonuses.
With the airline's finances intact, a call for Qantas leadership to pay.
Dozens of vehicles powered entirely by the sun have completed the 3,000-kilometre journey through the centre of Australia from Darwin to Adelaide. Team Brunel from the Netherlands was crowned champion of the World Solar Challenge, kicking off celebrations at Tantanyanga Victoria Square in Adelaide.
After nearly a week on the road, the journey's finally complete. Brunel, the first to cross the finish line. The sweet taste of victory after holding off fellow Dutch competitor Twente, who were hot on their heels the whole way.
3,000 kilometers and only minutes apart from our competitors. Very, very strong competitors this year. Just insane.
The victory arriving nearly 6 years after Brunel, previously known as Vattenfall, were forced out of the race when their vehicle burst into flames on the Stuart Highway.
To rise back from the ashes, come back stronger every time. And yeah, we drove a record time today in Adelaide, so I'm really glad.
All 34 teams designed and made their own unique vehicles, each team taking a different approach to tackle the gruelling 3,000-kilometre journey, taking over 5 days. The finish line providing a sense of relief, with another 2-year wait before Brunel gets the chance to defend their title. Celebrating with friends and family who made the long trip to Australia.
The work that we did today was based on 25 years of work from previous years, and all that knowledge we put it right into this car.
Runners-up Twente celebrated just as hard as their compatriots, taking a moment or two to soak it all in.
East New Britain APEC Couriers are a genuine side for the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup competition title following their victory over Goroka Lahanis last weekend. They face off Vipers this weekend in semi-finals. Muka Kalupita was the inspiration in the quarterfinals, scoring 2 tries along with some brutal carries that helped his team to victory. He is committed to put his best foot forward against the Port Moresby Vipers this weekend.
The APEC Rebel Couriers was all but out in the contest against Mintango Goroka Lahanis last weekend until Muka Kalupita entered the pitch and single-handedly changed the momentum of the game along with fellow towering counterparts in Himson Ulalom and Stephen Bruno. Peter showed his experience leading the team from the front foot and was awarded Player of the Match following their quarter-final win. Ahead of their game this weekend, Peter said the preparation has been the same throughout the season. He said they are being told to get in the basics right and sticking to the process by trusting their teammates and taking one step at a time. The former Kimbe Carter's prop forward was playing in the France Tier 2 competition before returning home and joined Guria's mid-season this year and has been a force since. Muka was previously a member of the PNG Hunters. With a lot of rugby league experience under the belt, Muka would be an important cog in the Guria's quest for the competition title. The Gurias hope to have a crack at the title for the third time after their last premiership title in 2015. Their last two grand final appearances, 2017 against Snakes Tigers and 2022 against Wigmen, were unsuccessful. Rex Litter, TV1 Sports.
Midday News ends on that note. Enjoy the rest of the day. Do join us at 6 p.m. for more.
Welcome to Community Footprints. I'm your host, Hannah Jaku. The vast landscape of the Highlands region does pose many challenges for the implementation of any project, but it's not impossible. Digicel Foundation has successfully delivered many projects here through its community and staff grants programs. Renowned for its Asaro mudmen and sprawling coffee plantations, Eastern Highlands of the 5 Highlands provinces has had more exposure to Western influence than many. However, many locals in the rural areas still live in their traditional houses with minimal government services. Despite